Hi, Kara. Thank you so much for waiting for me to get back to you. We did have a funeral yesterday, so I didn't bother to put on any makeup today. I still feel like I wasn't able to get a ton of information for you, so that does happen sometimes. Sometimes the more we try and force it, the less comes through. I did get some information, a couple pages worth of stuff, but again, I don't feel like anything was super stand out from spirit. So they do show me a lot of different things, a lot of different information. I did pick up a couple of different energies, but nothing that's super, super specific. So I apologize for that. I'm not really sure why I'm having difficulty tapping into your energy, but this makes 2 times now that I'm not having a lot of success. So unfortunately, what we've got is what we've got this time. So the first thing that I could see was what looked like snowy mountains and then this strange swirl in the air, almost like the air was dancing. It was really beautiful energy to look at, but it's almost like I was looking at a small little what do we call those, like dust devils, but it looked like it was wrapped in snow. It was really beautiful. Almost looked like an ice skater dancing and just swirling around. And I feel like they're trying to show me kind of how you channel your energy into your artwork. But I could see really beautiful, like snow-capped mountains, and then I could see like this beautiful little swirl of air just start to kind of dance around. And so it looked like a small little tornado, but not destructive. And then I almost could see like what looked like an ice skater as they do whatever that's called, that they twirl around and then they tighten up and they keep, spinning and spinning and spinning really fast, and then it stopped. So really strange that that would be the first thing I picked up, but I do feel like it has to do with your artwork that you make. Somebody could also be an ice skater. It could be very snowy where you are currently. There could be like some snow-capped mountains where you live. Let's see, the next thing I got, the swirls have to do with your artwork, beautiful artwork. Spirit shows me this is a way that you connect to your intuition. So that's super important for you. I feel like you already know that this is something that you do, that you're able to tap into that. I feel like it's something that you really should continue doing as long as you feel you want to, because I feel like this is an outlet for you. I feel like Spirit also tells me that maybe you started doing this when things were really difficult for you, like whether you were dealing with some sort of loss or grief. That it's something that you figured out that really helps you to find this beautiful, calm, serene place in your life. I feel like it's something that you're quite good at, and that Spirit is encouraging you to keep doing these things because there's a reason why you have these gifts and are able to create this way. So I feel like the swirl is really important to your artwork, and I feel like not everybody can draw. Like I myself, I can't draw. If you've ever seen some of my tarot decks I've made, you'd know that my stick figures are sad. It's not a gift that I have. I can't draw. I'm not gifted at painting, things like that. Mine look like little children's doodles, and that's how I draw. It's how I've always drawn. So not everybody has that ability to actually create that way. So that is truly a gift. All right, so let's see. Feel that you also use this to channel information while you create this art. And I wrote down, and I love this, by the way, and I do. Thank you so much for doing the drawing that you did for me. You were very accurate with things. So it's always exciting to see how other people's gifts come through. That's not something that I'm capable of doing. So that fascinates me that people can draw things like that or channel that way, because it's not something I'm capable of doing. So I'm always fascinated by other people's gifts as well. The next strange thing that Spirit gave me was the word Plymouth. I know once upon a time that was like a brand of car. It may still be, I don't know. And I think it's the name of a place, like a town, Plymouth. Let's see, Plymoth. Could be an old car or a place I have written down. They did show me what looked like a black older car. I want to say like 70s or 80s model. Had kind of a long front end, kind of pointy. I tried to look up photographs of what I was seeing. Nothing was super on top of it. There was a couple that looked kind of similar. So maybe somebody once owned a Plymouth that was like a big boaty car in like the 70s or 80s that had like a long kind of pointy front end. Maybe like your parents or grandparents or something owned one like that. But it looked to be black in color. With kind of like a pointy long front end, like 1970s or 1980s model. Let's see. I also was seeing what looked like an old town square. So I was seeing a bunch of little shops. The whole town square was only a few blocks long. It feels like you stepped back in time when I look at it. So maybe this is an older town square that they've kind of kept that way. Maybe it's like historical or something. I feel like there's a lot of little shops. I feel like antique shops, like a drugstore. I feel like there's also maybe like an old movie theater or something that's there. A bunch of different little things like an ice cream parlor, just a bunch of cute little stuff. So I don't know where exactly this is that they're showing me, but I feel like I stepped back in time when I look at it, like time stood still for this place. So maybe you've been to a place like this, maybe it's in your town, maybe it's nearby, but I feel like this is somehow significant, like it would stick out to you. Let's see. So I do feel like I step back in time when I'm here. I see lots of small shops, movie theater, drugstore, small and only a few blocks long. It's a very cute little town. The next thing I picked up was male energy. I feel like this male is still living. He's got dark curly hair and then another male around with red hair. They may be related. They may be friends. I feel like one could potentially be like a brother, and then they give me the expression brother from another mother, so it could be like a best friend or something like that. I feel like the one with dark curly hair could be your partner, your spouse, things like that, and I feel like the other one is either like a brother or a best friend. I feel like both are living. I feel like they definitely have a close bond either to you or to each other. But I definitely get the sense that they know each other quite well. All right, so the next thing that I picked up was I could feel like somebody was playing guitar, like I could feel the strings in between my fingers. And I feel like music is also very significant to you. Spirit gives me usually a lot of song references when I channel for things. Music's always been real significant for me as well. And I feel like that's the way that Spirit kind of connects us. So like I'll have random songs that play in my head out of nowhere. My dreams always have music. I always joke and say that my brain is like a giant jukebox and someone drops a quarter in and picks a random song. And so if it's something I know I haven't heard in a while, I always say that's got to be a channeled message. I listen to a lot of different genres, but specifically I listen to country most of the time. So if it's something else, I usually know that it's, it's some other message that's coming through. So I don't know if you play guitar or someone near you plays guitar, but I feel like that's also significant for a type of music that maybe somebody creates, whether they write music, sing, whether they just do it as a hobby. But I could definitely feel the strings under my fingers, so I do feel like music is definitely significant to someone. So whether they write, sing, or just dabble in it for a hobby, it could be somebody that's a friend or in your family. The next thing I got was the letter V. I could see V very clearly in my mind, and I feel like I'm hearing the name that starts with Vic, Vicky, Victor. So one of those may also be significant in your family. The next thing they showed me was what looked like angel wings. I almost feel like I'm looking at metallic angel wings. So this could be like jewelry, could be like a keychain or something, or somebody could actually have a tattoo of angel wings. I feel like if it's a tattoo, it's a memorial for somebody that one of you have lost. If it's jewelry, I feel like this is like a keepsake after somebody's passed away, but I definitely feel the angel wings. So excuse my drawings. I did chicken scratch a few little things on here as they came to me, and you'll see what I'm talking about when I tell you I really can't draw. Okay, so let's see. So it could be a tattoo, jewelry, or something tangible. Let's see. I next feel another male energy, and I feel like brother. When you mentioned that you have a twin that you lost, I initially, I don't know why I do this. I always think if it's a female, it's got to be a female twin. But I feel like your twin could have also been a male. And I don't get that energy very often that it's like fraternal twins. Usually, if I pick up twin, it's identical twins. So I'm not positive, but I do pick up male energy that comes through that feels like it's that it looks similar to you. So I feel like this could have been a twin brother or just a brother that maybe you have lost. I also feel like this male energy is very, very close still around you. So let's see, what else did I write down here? I feel male energy brother that could be in spirit. Not sure if your twin was male or female. He feels very close to you, like a best friend or a big protector. He looks like he has on a denim jacket or several pockets on the front. This could be like a Carhartt. It's heavy material. It feels like heavy denim or even like corduroy. It's heavy weighted material, and it's got pockets up here and pockets on like the sides. He's not super clear to me. I feel like he has dark hair. I feel like he has lighter colored eyes. They almost look like either green or hazel to me, but like nothing that super stands out. He may also have a little bit of freckling around the bridge of his nose and onto his cheeks, but I feel like there's this really closeness between the two of you. And so again, this could be like a best friend, this could be a sibling, but I feel this male energy is definitely around you all the time. And I feel like this is spirit energy. I don't feel like this person's still here. Okay, so let's see. His jacket does look like it's dark colors. Okay, so the next thing that they showed me was I see a couple that just got married. I see them as they're walking through a group of friends and family, and they're like tossing rice or birdseed, and they're, you know, kind of covering themselves, and they're very happy. I also hear wedding bells, so there could have been like a recent celebration as well, or one that's maybe coming up in the family. I feel like a sister was unable to attend. So I don't know if, again, I don't know if the twin was male or female. I feel like you have multiple spirits that were kind of young that passed over. I also feel like it's a sister that passed. I don't know if like the male energy is a best friend that you lost that was like a brother, or if it was the twin. I'm really having a difficult time today trying to differentiate the two energies. I feel like both of these were very, very close people to you, and one was definitely a biological relation, but I'm unsure of whether the twin energy is female or male. I'm having a lot of difficulty trying to differentiate what's what here today, and that's not very common for me. Usually it's pretty clear, so my apologies. I'm not sure why I'm unable to pick up clearer messages for you at this time. Okay, the next thing was really weird to me. So I heard whatchamacallit. It could be a candy bar. It's like an old candy bar, or somebody's used to saying that, oh, whatchamacallit, when they can't figure out the name for something. It's kind of a weird thing to pick up. The candy bar, I couldn't even tell you what it is. I know I've heard of it. I've maybe seen one once in my whole life. I don't know what's in it. I'd have to Google that and look it up. But there's an old candy bar called whatchamacallit, and it's definitely a saying for people that can't think of like a word for something. Oh, whatchamacallit this, whatchamacallit that, what's that thing? Oh, I don't know, whatchamacallit. So I don't know if somebody says that a lot or if it's in reference to a candy bar. The next thing they gave me was bravo, like job well done, bravo. Like I feel like somebody's applauding for a job well done. I also feel like someone might perform on stage. I saw what looked like a almost like you were watching either a concert or a play, an opera. Somebody's very dressed up. I feel like males are in like tuxedos. I even feel like I see the old-timey tuxedos with the long tails in the back on the males. And I feel like I see like an orchestra or a large band, and there's like a conductor. And then I feel like there's a stage. So maybe there's like a performance. Maybe somebody's in theater, music. Like, I'm not positive what they're showing me, but I feel like there's this large crowd watching some sort of performance. There's definitely music there. I feel like there's a giant stage, and I feel like the crowd's jumping up and bravo, bravo, job well done, cheering on who's ever performing. It's strange energy that I'm picking up, so I really hope something in here resonates for you, because nothing that I have channeled in your message today is making any sense to me. And so, not that it usually does, but I want to be completely honest with you and tell you I don't know what they're trying to tell me right now, so I really hope something makes sense for you. Let's see. So could be somebody that performs on stage, everyone very dressed up, a stage, the crowd cheering, and bravo, bravo, job well done. They also give me a name, Angelo. So this could be somebody that's in spirit as well, somebody in your family, could be somebody living, Angelo. And then they show me what looks like apple orchards. I see these rows and rows of trees of apples, and I feel like somebody goes and maybe picks apples. Maybe we visited a place that is an apple orchard. Maybe there's a place that used to be that. I don't know, but rows and rows of apple trees. The next thing I pick up is an older female with medium length, like blonde or gray hair. She's very well dressed. She looks very fashionable. I feel like this could be grandmother energy. Let me write that down because I didn't. She's definitely older. I would say, it could be mother, but I feel more like she's at least 2 generations older than you. So grandmother, aunt, things like that. She's very well dressed. She looks like she comes from money. Like, she doesn't look, her hair is very, very well done. Her nails are done. She's got on almost like a business suit, looking like a skirt and jacket, jewelry. Like, she looks very well kept. She looks like she comes from money. It's old money type energy that I'm picking up from this woman. So I don't know who exactly this would be for you, but old money. I'm going to write that down. Old money. Okay, so someone may have a cold. I was also picking up like sinus pressure, runny nose, sneezing, itchy, watery eyes, could be allergies. Also neck and shoulder pain and sneezing. So someone could have like a seasonal cold or allergies at this time as well. The next thing that I saw was a big fluffy dog. This looks like an old English sheepdog. It's white and gray. Big fluffy haired dog, kind of curly, kind of wiry hair. So someone may have a dog that looks similar to that. And then running. I could see somebody like their feet on the pavement running in running shoes. And that was the first thing I saw was the running shoes, and I could hear it. Like the feet running, 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 running. So either somebody runs for exercise, or there may be like some significance to somebody's a runner. Could be training for like a marathon, things like that, but something to do with running, because I definitely see somebody like jogging, and I do see like the shoes first. So tennis shoes, really running fast, and then it like zooms out and I see a person running. And then the other thing that I got was a broken glass or plate. I feel like somebody's like cleaning up their kitchen, putting dishes and things away, and we drop something, whether it's a glass or a plate, and I hear glass shattering. So that could also be significant. Let's see. So those are most of what I got. I feel like The reason why I get blocked sometimes is because there's just not a lot of information that's coming through. Other times there's energetic blocks that I run into. That's happened a few times where their energy is so strong, the person that I'm reading for, that I have difficulty kind of climbing that wall. So I've run into that before. I don't understand sometimes why Spirit will give me page after page of information for some people and very little for others. I just don't know why that happens. I do feel like your tarot reading hopefully was a little bit helpful, kind of showing you either current events or things that maybe are going on, things that you're thinking of. But I will give you a copy of these ones. I could give you a copy of the ones from the other night as well, but you said nothing really resonated in there. So I may send you both just so that you have them in case something makes sense later to you. So my sincere apologies. I really wish things were more clear. I do sit and meditate about 30 to 40 minutes for each private reading like this, and there just wasn't a whole lot coming through. Hopefully, some of like either the names or the descriptions of what I picked up make more sense. So if anything does resonate, please let me know, because I kind of feel like I'm shooting a shot in the dark with you, honestly, and that's not something that I really like. I would much rather be more clear and more precise, but it's not there for me today. So I apologize. Please let me know if something resonates, and thank you so much for allowing me a second chance to try and make a connection for you, and I hope you have a great rest of your week.